What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. In this video, I wanted to talk about the over-the-counter market. This is a market, if you're not familiar with it, where a lot of large transactions, and we're talking anywhere from over 100,000 to the millions as far as dollar amounts in Bitcoin transactions are taking place. And this is happening with institutional investors. This could be funds, high net worth individuals, family funds, hedge funds, but they're not wanting to deal with the exchanges. They're going to these over-the-counter liquidity pools, and I wanted to talk about the ramifications of that. So let's dive into this video and talk about the OTC markets.
Trade Genius.
Guys, today's the last day on these specials. If you want to get into the room, we've had a killer last couple of weeks, easily paid for the annual memberships. And here's actually a trade we just wrapped up yesterday on Wabi. Got in and made 19.5% on that trade. So, and that's just one of the cryptos. The binary options have been killing it, and Bob has been hitting them out of the park on the stock side. So lots of different ways to make money with us, and encourage you guys to check that out. So head over to tradelikeagenius.com. Okay, so the OTC market is really heating up, and what that is they call it the over-the-counter market. So you're not really going to a traditional exchange like most retail people are. They are going and they are actually buying from people that have large liquidity that want to exchange over the counter and deal with for people that have like mining pools that want to deal with offloading coin. They can often do it without all the fees associated with the selling them on exchange. And so it becomes a more less friction. There's less friction in that type of transaction where you're just dealing with one agreed upon price and then boom, it's done. So a lot of times what's happening, a lot of the OTC action is actually happening during Asia hours. So what they're seeing is that you're getting actually the mining pools are finding that this is a better way to offload their coins. So what does that mean with Bitcoin and its price? Well, essentially what's going to happen is it's almost like another halving event in that there's this supply that's not really getting returned to the market. Now you might be wondering, well, if that's the case, why isn't price going up? But regardless if there's a halving event or not, if you are coming off of a blow off top like we saw with Bitcoin, and we can switch to that chart here, you're going to notice that you're always going to have a period where price consolidates. Let me fire up the pointer. Okay, so here you've got a period of consolidation that was from, if you just look at this, it's February 12 to May 12. That's a fairly smaller one. But you also have this very longer period. This is the one everyone's, this is the big comparison right now that we're in here, where we have this long period of consolidation. You don't really start seeing a move back up until October 2015. And, that was to the high from December 13. So you almost had 2 years before you saw actual higher lows and higher highs on Bitcoin. And so that's kind of the big comparison. But whenever you have a large, move up, exponential move up, you're going to have this, regardless if there's OTC markets or not. Now, the difference this time is that there is an OTC market that's taking Bitcoin supply and basically putting it into the hands of hodlers, and these are high net worth individuals. But the reason why they're doing that is because everyone sees what's going on here. This is going to come down to scarcity, and they're getting loaded up. They have no problems buying it here at $6,000 because, as you can see with this trajectory chart, the upside is pretty high, and Bitcoin now is going into the mainstream, and we are basically having Wall Street fire up custodian solutions, and these custodian solutions are really what's going to kindle the next wave of long-term investors. So we're easily going to see new highs beyond this. It's just a matter of when that starts happening. But when you start taking supply out of the mix, you're going to see a steady rise in the price as the equilibrium shifts from people that are dumping into more buyers. So if you look back on 2016, you'll notice that right in this area here, we actually had our last halving. So that's when the Bitcoin supply gets cut in half. And you'll notice that even though that happened in 2016, we still kind of went sideways for a bit, and then we started to move up. So again, I think this is similar in that now you're having less supply getting dumped back on the exchanges, and it's being gobbled up over the counter, OTC. Now, when the other halving does happen in 2020, I think that's going to be extremely bullish. Price is probably going to be already uptrending by then, and you're going to have another phase of where the price continues to rise, and I think you're going to probably see another maybe blow off type move after that. But we'll see a steady rise into that era. But anyway, guys, I just thought I would point that out, that you have to understand what's going on behind the scenes sometimes, and supply is being taken away on these OTC transactions, going into the higher net worth individuals or these funds, family funds, hedge funds, things like that. The institutional size investors are getting loaded up with Bitcoin. So again, doesn't hurt to buy Bitcoin and buy it often. I think we're going to look back on this time of consolidation and all this news about institutional investors and all these solutions that are being created so that institutional money can come into the space, and it's going to look like a no-brainer as far as you should have got long when it was consolidating. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to share that with you. Please hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Take care.